We're on video 3, so we're on Wednesday, um, March 25th. So today we're going to be doing from our spelling list some practice. All right, so we do this every week too. It's just practice with our spelling words and using them in some definitions and some other questions to help them get to know the words a little better for their spelling test. So we're going to be doing pages 52 through 55. Should look like this. But you will see that there are 18 words on this list. This is where I get my spelling list from. They usually give 18. I only do 15, and I usually pick one of them for a bonus word as well. So again, there's our list of words on the left-hand side. The kids do not need to do anything on this page unless you would like them to be able to practice their spelling words. We usually don't. At the top, you'll see it says this week's focus. Spell time and calendar words and identify word origins. All right, so each week you'll see that at the top of what direction we're going in with these words and the reason why we're using them. So this week we're focusing on spelling time and calendar words. All right, and then identifying word origins as well. All right, so I'm going to flip this over. This is going to be our first actual page we'll need to do, which should be page 53. So at the top we have word meaning. Answer these questions using spelling words. Name the months. So from our spelling list, you're going to name the months that are part of our spelling words. That's all they have to do for A through F. Just write down the spelling words that are months. All right. Number 2, name the days of the week. So you need to name the days of the week from our spelling words. All right. Remember, you can flip it back over, go back to that front page, take a look at those words, and write those down. Remember, you can always refer back to your spelling list for this. Number 3, what has 12 months in it? So what word has 12 months in it? What is the name of that? Number 4, what has about 30 days in it? So what's the word we're looking for that means it has 30 days in it? All right. And then fill in the blanks using spelling words. Number 1, autumn is one of the 4 blank. And number 2, a blank can be used to know the day and date. So a blank can be used to know the day and date. So you're going to use that. Find the word from our spelling list. On the bottom, it says my spelling dictation. Write the sentences. You circle the spelling words. So we're used to doing this too, guys. Remember, you're going to pick a word from our spelling list, and you're going to write it in a sentence. All right? And then you're going to circle the spelling word that's in that sentence. And then you're going to do the same thing for number 2. You're going to create a sentence using one of our spelling words from the list. All right? And then you're going to circle the spelling word. Remember, you need to use at least one spelling word in each sentence. You can have more than one spelling word. I know some of you guys like using more than one spelling word. That's awesome. Just circle the spelling words that you use. All right? And then read it to your parents. You know how normally I usually like to call on you guys to read me your sentences. Some of you guys have come up with some good sentences. So go ahead and read 1 or 2 to your parents to make sure you're using that word in the correct sentence as well. All right, so let's go to the next page. Next page should be page 54. We're on word study still here. It says the days of the week are named for the sun, moon, and figures from mythology. Write the letter of the word origin on the line in front of the day. All right, so you're going to write down. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Again, you're just going to pick the correct letter from the right side to put on the line. All right. This one here is going to be a little bit more difficult, but don't worry about it. Go ahead and do your best on it, and then I'll talk to you guys about that one, okay? Because we have moon, we have the god of war, sun, Saturn, which is a Roman god of farming. All right. And then we have Freya, which is a Norse goddess of love. And then we have F, Thor. You guys already know who Thor is, Norse god of thunder. And then G is Woden, king of the Norse gods. All right, so go ahead and mess around with those ones. I won't, crush you guys on those, so you guys will be okay. So just take a good guess on those ones, and then we'll talk about it. All right, the next part. The names of the months come from Latin, the language spoken in ancient Rome. Write the letter of the Latin word on the line in front of the month. A lot of you guys can figure this one out. It's pretty easy. Most of these words sound exactly like the words you're trying to figure out. Remember to cross off when you use a word. After you use one of these words, cross it off so that you know which ones you've used. All right? So same thing, you guys are used to doing this. Make sure you write the correct letter on the lines and cross it off after you use it. All right, let's flip this one over. Now we're on page 55. All right. So it says edit for spelling. Circle the words that are spelled correctly. So you're going to go through all of those words, and you're just going to circle the correct words that are spelled correctly. All right, just circle the words. All right, pretty easy there. All right, the next ones, you guys have all done this too. Circle the misspelled words in the sentences and then write them correctly on the lines. All right, so number 1 says our holiday starts on Wednesday. Okay, there should be 2 words that should be circled there and written correctly on the lines. Remember, the amount of lines that are there or the amount of words that should be spelled incorrectly in the sentence. Okay, so make sure you guys are going back. Remember, if you have to, go back to the very beginning and look at your spelling word list, all right, to help you figure out how to spell these words as well. All right, so that, and then we have to flip over here. Oh, we already did that part, so we're good with that. And that was the last part for your spelling practice for that. All right, the next thing we're going to do on our list here, remember on Wednesday here, all right, and now we're going to read chapter 18, pages 149 through 154 in your religion book. So if you have your religion book, make sure you open up to page 149, all right, and you're going to read pages 149 through 154. If you have the packet, take out that packet. So on chapter 18, it says, we respect the gifts of earth. Okay, respect the gifts of the earth. So you're going to read through, going to read page 149, flip it over, all right. You're going to read page 150. At the bottom it says a moment with Jesus. You can close your eyes and relax. Tell Jesus about some of their favorite things. He might ask if you're willing to share what you have with someone who has little. What is your answer? Jesus knows that it can be hard to give up the things you like. He promises to help. Jesus loves you. Now, sometimes we have things that we don't ever want to give up. Maybe it's our Xbox. Maybe it's a bracelet. Maybe it's even your parents. You don't want to give up your parents so someone else can have fun with them, right? So there's some things that we have a hard time giving up. All right. So it says, if you're willing to share, what you would have with someone else? What would be something that you would give up or let somebody borrow? All right. We're on page 151 now. Okay. Again, we have some questions that go along with the readings here. It says alphabet soup. Fill in the word from the steaming bowl of soup that best completes each sentence. So think of these words over here as your little word bank. Okay. We have care, respect, waste, good, and share. And you're going to write those words on the line. There's only 5 words and there's only 5 lines. So once you use a word, make sure you cross it off so that you know you've used it already. Okay. Flip it over here. We're on page 152. All right. Again, you're going to read at the top. And then on the bottom, words of wisdom. Print in the box is the message from St. Paul that will help you share God's gifts with others. Use the code to help you. So again, you're going to look at where box number 6 is. You're going to write the letter G. So you're going to go right here, write the letter G. Same thing. You're just going to keep going through the words and whatever number we have. So like number 10, you're going to go up here, find number 10 and write O. All right, and just write those words in the boxes and it will create a message, okay, from St. Paul. So pretty simple there. We've done all that before. Now we're on page 153. It says you are never too young. You're going to read up at the top. All right, and it says it's your turn now. Is there a person or a group of people that you could help? Write down whom you can help and describe what you would do. So who is something that you can help or a group of people that you can help? Maybe it's your church. Maybe it's a friend who's going through a rough time or can't afford a lot of things like food or shelter or clothes, okay? What are some things that you can do to help somebody or who and write about who you would want to help, all right? So go ahead and write those on the line. Give me about 4 sentences. So like a paragraph there. 4 sentences about that. All right. And then we're going to flip it over, and now we're on our chapter 18 review. All right. At the top, it says reminder notes. Fill in what you will respect in each place. Choose from the words listed on the right. So use your words up here in our word bank to fill in under the correct one. So at school, what are things that you would respect out of these words, okay? So write those words on the lines. We have at home and we have outside. So what are some things outside you would respect at home and at school, all right? And then the rest of it you can read, especially with your parents. Again, we have building family faith on the bottom that you can read with your parents and discuss with them, okay? All right, so that is the last thing that we have to do for Wednesday, all right? So again, we did our spelling practice on pages 52 through 55. Remember, that's in our, that's just going to be a packet, all right? We don't really have a book for that. I just print out the packets for you for that one. And then if you have your religion book, we're looking at 149 through 154. And if not, I have that packet printed out for you with those pages on it. All right, so that is it for Wednesday. If you guys have any questions, make sure your parents let me know. When you're finished with this work, make sure your parents take a picture of it and send it to me. All right, if not, if you guys have any questions, make sure you email me. If you have my cell phone number, please feel free to reach out to me. All right, you guys have a blessed day.